We are alone, the six of us, left in some kind of fucked up game of life and death, with a maestro on the loudspeaker, laughing at us as we fight and die. I don't know who to trust anymore. This maniac told us that two of us are infected. Monsters, shapeshifters, hiding among us in human form. I'm scared. I didn't know these people before I woke up here, but now I need to either trust them or accuse them, because any one of us could be infected. Do I take another's life based on mistrust alone, or should I have faith in them, risking my own survival? Maybe it's all just a game to him. A game of deceit. Hey guys, Thomas, aka Wise here from wisegamer.com, bringing you my review of Deceit, a game of mistrust and survival by the developers at Automation. In Deceit, a game master has taken 6 individuals and thrown them into a game of life and death, a game of deception. 2 of the 6 survivors are infected by a virus and can transform at nearly any moment, turning into a terrible monster that will eat you alive. You have to survive through 3 different zones as you travel to the exit and escape with your life. Before I get too far into the gameplay or too far into this video, I want to say that the footage that you're seeing now is from my live stream with a group named House of Cards Gaming that I belong to. We were streaming over at beam.pro/wisegamer and then their respective streams as well. I'll have a link to my stream down in the description below. Make sure to follow me so you can chat with me while I'm playing this and many other games in the future. Oh, and at the end of this commentary, I'm going to have a full round, maybe a couple rounds of gameplay with audio from my perspective, just straight ripped from the stream. So might be a little bit of swearing, sorry for things like that, might be some yelling from the other people in the chat, I couldn't control it too much, but I just wanted to show you like my perspective so you can see just how intense this game really gets. You'll see me on camera and I'll have the full audio up and everything like that too. So again, sorry for any language you hear at the end of that portion of it, but it was a mature rated stream, so there you go. Now basically, so getting into the actual gameplay here, I'll describe it the best I can. The best way to learn is really to watch a game. But yeah, so you start each game with a lobby of 6 players. Now you pick one of the various survivors. As you wake up, you find a pistol with like 1 magazine, and at this point a graphic appears on your screen that lets you know whether you're innocent or infected. And basically from there you have to work together and collect different items and things like that to be able to, get to the end and survive, and I'll kind of go into detail there. The different survivors all have their own little like perks and systems. So the guy I always played as was Alex. He's the first character on there, and basically he has his own skills, and once you level up with him by winning, you unlock different perks and tiers that'll help you out in the gameplay later. If you play as other characters, they have benefits as well, so it kind of gives you a reason to pick a different character or at least have a diverse lobby. One thing we're thinking about doing in the future is have everyone play as the same character with the same skins and everything, and that way you can't tell from afar who's who, which just makes it even more scary, which is great. So just some cool variations and ideas like that I wanted to talk about with the characters. Now the map you play on actually varies each time you play, and it varies both in the location and the layout of the location itself. So whether you're in a campground out in the forest with these different cabins and abandoned cars, or an insane asylum, or one of the other areas of the game, each time you play, the map has little changes such as where items spawn, where the different collectible things for like getting the cameras and all this different stuff actually appear, where the exits to the next zone appear. And it's kind of like a randomly generated layout for the item spawns, where it picks one of multiple spawn points for different things like armor and stuff like that. And then for the exits, they always exist, but sometimes, an exit zone will be on the other side of the map rather than the side that you played on last time you played the same zone. So a little bit hard to explain, but it's kind of a randomly generated, a little bit of changing pace, which helps out some too. Now, as you play, you'll have to kind of find your own strategy for what works for you, but in general, it seems like you want to definitely work in a group early on. Basically, if you're noticed being alone for too long, the others in the game will start thinking that you're the one that's infected. And you're out there collecting blood bags, which basically allow you to perform this execution attack, which murders the innocent survivors in like one short animation as an infected. But if you stick around people for too long and you are the one that's infected, then sometimes this gives them time to collect items that they can use against you. So, for example, there's a lethal syringe, which is a one-hit knockout, and you want to use it on someone that you know is infected or you're pretty damn sure is infected because it kills them instantly. So, I mean, basically it's like, do you stay in a group and make sure that people don't see you alone collecting blood bags, or are you going to stay away from them up to a point too? Because if you're in too big of a group, someone might scan you and find out if you're infected, or they might use a syringe on you. And if you're innocent, maybe you're in a duo group or something like that, and the person could be infected right next to you and you'll die. So it's like this crazy mismatch, and you try to figure out who to trust, who not to trust, and everything like that. As you play, the title of the game comes out so fast. I mean, whether you're part of a full party of 6 like we were, which is what I really recommend too, or just a group of random players, you can use the in-game voice to communicate with each other as long as you're still alive. So as a spectator, you can't call out like, oh, this person killed me or something like that. But as a survivor, you have to make it through all 3 zones and then finally escape with an escape hatch, and with as many people as you can because you get extra experience that way too. As infected, you have to make sure that you don't basically reveal your identity and get taken out of the game, but you have to kill every other survivor without anyone else knowing, really, so you can kill them and they don't try to hunt you down or anything like that. 2 out of the 6 people will be infected in every single round, so the infected have no way to actually talk with each other either, though, because voice chat can be heard from anyone. So you have to be really creative in how you work together as infected to maybe both of you start pushing blame on someone else, but then they might think that you're infected because you keep blaming them. It's this really crazy mind game throughout the entire thing, and it's so fast-paced and scary in the sense that your anxiety and stress just keeps building up. Just to give you kind of an idea of some of the things that we did in our gameplay and some strategies we were playing. So, trying to get like the scanner item as soon as you possibly can as an infected person will allow you to scan the other infected person, and you can be like, oh yeah, no, Wise is clean. I just scanned him. He's not infected at all. So that builds trust in your team because they'll think, oh, this guy just used the scanner. He told me who's infected. And then it also allows your teammate, the other infected person, to walk clean almost every time because it's like, oh, the scanner got used. He's good to go. We aren't going to scan that person twice. Now, there's a whole bunch of different ways to lie and throw people off. This is just some of the things that we saw. And then I've seen some other people too, like randomly scream when they're infected. So like, I'm actually infected, but I'm going to randomly scream and be like, oh my God, no, I just saw this guy infected. He just transformed in front of me. Oh my God, I don't know who it is. He just changed in front of me. And basically what that allows you to do is it throws your name off the list at that point. They're like, oh God, why is it screaming his head off that he's got to run like hell because there's an infected terror right behind him? So it's really hard to explain the gameplay. I know I'm kind of bouncing all over the place, and I just have to say watch the gameplay through the video, and if you get to the end of this or if you want to skip ahead, watch the gameplay, the full one with the commentary, and you'll see what I'm talking about at that point. Now, moving into the visuals, this game's pretty damn amazing. I mean, it was built with CryEngine, and the environments are beautiful. It's not as crazy as some AAA modern games. I mean, the graphics aren't so over the top that I was completely blown away, I guess, but for a small indie dev team, and for the setting that this is in, the visuals play perfectly. There's a few issues every once in a while where randomly placed items would appear inside of like a rock or something like that, but it's never something that broke the gameplay for us, and I mean, it wasn't like crazy clipping or anything that really, took us away from the environment. The death animations are incredible and scary as hell. I mean, when a terror comes up to you and you get attacked and you know you're going to die, these things kind of like latch onto you and you just scream. And if you're a terror killing someone, you get to see that first person view of the person screaming. And then there's, the sounds and all that stuff too. So it's pretty good. It's pretty great the way they did that. As you move to the next zone, all the lights basically black out on you, and this kind of gives the terrors, as they're called, the infected terrors, time to transform and murder people in the cover of darkness. And the way they did this visually with the different lighting effects and things like that, there's like these glow sticks on the ground, so you literally like hide in the shadows in the bushes and transform and try to attack people and pick them off one by one if anyone's kind of separated from the group. Or if you're really gutsy about it, you can try to run up to a group of a couple people and try to murder them at that point. Then, as the next zone finally opens up, all the lights kick on, a poisonous gas emits, and you have only so much time to escape to that next zone. So just the way the visuals work when it turns dark, and then the lights come back up, and that whole effect of transforming and trying not to be seen, and then the death animations, it just really, really built up my anxiety to the point where there was so much tension and panic, my hands were shaking after I was done. And that goes for whether I was an innocent person and I'm trying to run away or hide and I'm worried the person next to me is going to kill me, or as an infected and just trying to not get caught and try to kill people as fast as possible to win. Crazy game. I haven't felt that much stress in a game for a long time. Now, moving away from visuals right into audio, with anything in the horror category, whether it's a movie, a TV show, or a video game like this, audio is absolutely key to the experience, and I don't think there's anyone that could really say anything against that. The game here, Deceit, did not let me down. I mean, again, the visuals did it great, but then between the effects of like listening to the footsteps around you, trying to figure out where someone might be in the dark and those times of the blackouts happen, hearing someone gulp down some blood from a blood bag, and then hearing the screams of someone over voice chat, or just the screams of the character voice acting themselves off to the side dying as a terror rips them apart. This game puts you so deep into the experience. Your anxiety, stress, and panic just gets off the charts. It's insane the way it works together. I mean, like I said, there is some great voice acting. There's some work put into like a loudspeaker basically, where the game master is kind of egging you guys on and laughing at you as maybe different people die or as the next zone opens up. And the different characters themselves have little comments when they, pick up different items, like, oh, I got the camera, or I got the syringe, and things like that. So, I mean, that's all cool too. It doesn't add too much to the gameplay, but it just makes everything feel more real and adds to the ambiance and total package for you. But really, I mean, I just cannot stress enough. I really can't overstress how much this game got my anxiety and stress up. And a large part of it was the visuals and audio combined, especially during those blackout periods. Mix that with the voice chat in game, where we were using Discord, and the people screaming back and forth at each other, arguing about who's infected, and man, you will just go off the charts with how scary it can get. And I should say it's not scary in the sense that like I'm afraid, but more scary in the anxiety, the tension, the edge of your seat type thing. And the people in my chat on stream, I mean, they seem to love it too. They're like, man, I can't stop watching this right now. It's insane. Now, finally, let's talk about replayability. I always like to talk about this, and for me, this is kind of one area that is a little bit gray where your opinion might change. Personally, I think without question, this game can really only be played with friends. For any length of time, more than just, a couple rounds here or there, there's just not as much fun, in my opinion, of playing with random people. There's that little bit of a, kind of a cool new element of playing with those people that you've never met before. You don't know what their tricks are, or if they betrayed you before, how they act. You don't have any preconceptions about it, so it's a little bit more realistic to the game's theme and story of just waking up with random people. But, you get all the issues with random lobbies that have voice chat too. Basically, I thought it was a lot more fun having a full lobby of 5 other friends rather than playing solo. I didn't have the best experience playing with either half a party or, just playing by myself or anything like that. Your mileage might vary on here, but I mean, basically, I think it's a lot more fun to play with friends, and that's just kind of, again, my opinion here. So as far as replayability goes, really it goes back to your mileage may vary on this. If you have some friends to play with, I think you're going to get a lot of fun out of it. For me, I have plenty of friends that own the game. So, I mean, I'm going to keep playing. As long as they want to play it, I'll keep playing the hell out of it, and I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. If I had to play with only random people, it would probably be a game that I eventually uninstall, because, as we all know, with any game that has voice chat, especially when it's a little bit more difficult to mute, or it's a game that relies so heavily on voice, when you play with random people, you really get either a crap load of trolls that just want to cuss or scream at you or tell you about your mom, or, you get people that don't have a mic or something like that. It's like crazy for me to think that at this day and age people don't have microphones for voice chat and stuff like that, but it happens, and you get all the other issues. Maybe someone's playing their game sound through their speakers and their microphone's picking up all of that and the music they're playing. It's just, I didn't have a terrible experience playing with random people. There was one guy that I partnered up with in a game, and we both survived and killed the terrors, which was pretty cool, where everyone else died. It's just a problem of, I guess, some matchmaking that the developers need to work on, where they try to match people within the same regions. And then again, all the trolling that happens. So replayability, not to touch on it too much longer because this video is already getting a bit longer. I just want to say, again, try to play it with your friends. If you have to play with random people, you might not have as good of a time. But again, that's just my personal opinion. So overall, just to give a quick summary before we go into the gameplay, I'll raise up the volume and you can hear us play through a round or two without any interruptions or anything like that. If this was a little bit too fast, a little bit confusing or anything like that, again, look at this video here or watch a Let's Play or two here on YouTube, even if it's not, my stuff here. I don't mind. Check out the gameplay. The game's worth checking out and worth seeing a group of people play it. But again, it's hard to explain the game because there's so many elements that go into it, and it's such a mind game that you can't always understand what's going on without watching a round or two. So with that, I'd like to give another quick thank you to House of Cards Gaming for allowing me to play with them in the lobby. I've been Thomas, aka Wise. This is my review of Deceit, and I hope you enjoy this gameplay coming from beam.pro/wisegamer. Link in the description. Everybody gets green.
Time to butt sex.
Like greenbacks.
I didn't know
That would be nice, right?
I'll be on.
Just
and I saw like
start
I
spending
knew
out money.
Wise. I had the feeling Wise was innocent because he didn't do shit against me.
I could
Oh,
not
yeah,
hold
yeah.
in my laughter though.
And I thought
was
you
so
were there
hard.
for half a second, Straz, because when you ran in the circle, it dropped that meter down briefly. And
It
then
does that for everybody.
Even
though.
Ash.
Because I've
Does
had
it?
that happen to me before.
Nice
Like
foldable
if I'm
chair in the
standing in
background.
there trying to get it and somebody runs
Oh.
through the circle, it restarts it.
yeah, it does.
And if they keep coming in and going out, it keeps restarting it.
I always keep destroying those things. Like
Oh,
outside.
Ash, I got you taken care of too. I trust
And
you guys
I really
from
did
Kerm.
try to
So
get that shotgun,
thank
by the
Kerm.
way.
Oh,
I
So
don't
is
know.
there only 2
You did
maps?
really try to get it?
Oh, this
No,
is a
I
different
didn't.
map.
Yeah, this
Woohoo.
is
I'm
No,
innocent.
it's
Let's
not.
play again.
I'm innocent.
Too.
I'm innocent as well.
innocent. I just
Hey,
want to
turn
be
it over, not
infected,
innocent.
bro.
Body armor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can
Pon,
do it.
Pon Mod Force. You guys are just going to be the
Hello,
standard,
is there
the
anybody
golden
that's not
standard for
innocent?
mods.
Damn it,
Infect-
stress.
I'm
Biker.
infected.
I'm collecting
Come
something. I
on.
don't know what it is.
The hell are you doing up my ass?
I got a camera, guys.
I'm with Day.
Come watch me. I'm infected.
That
okay.
Terminator guy.
I'm taking the body armor.
I'm taking that body armor.
I appreciate you guys
Why you
helping out
need
here
body
too.
armor?
I don't have
You
much of a
infected
schedule
or
yet, but
something?
I'm working on
No,
it.
fam. I don't like getting
What?
shot when I'm innocent.
Why do you need
I don't
body
know.
armor?
When
You
I
wanna
start,
hit
I
the
can never find any of you guys. I swear to God.
Oh.
I just start collecting
Yeah,
things on my
totally.
own because I'm like, fuck it.
Like blood bags wise?
Fuck everyone.
No, not like blood bags. When
It's
I,
like blood? Is that what you're collecting?
oh my God.
All the
Is
blood
that what you're
bags.
collecting?
You can come back here and see. Do you want to come back here and see?
Yeah, I am gonna come back there and see.
I don't know where the closest blood bag is. Oh, there's one
Yeah,
up there.
well,
There's one up there. See, it's still good.
Ah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Uh huh. What about
Could
you,
be playing the
Straz?
long con.
Could be playing the
Could
long
be like,
con.
oh, I don't know where anybody's at. And then,
Oh, there's ammo
what
in
the
here.
fuck is that?
I'm coming back here to watch these.
What is that? What the hell is that? Slender Man?
Hey,
Scared the-
whoa,
scared me.
Are you back here by yourself?
What?
Okay.
Whoa, this room is
Where are you guys at?
majestic.
Oh my God. Elite Master,
Why
hey,
did
thanks
you
for the
follow
follow.
me,
Welcome
bro?
to the family. I am, sir. I am. I'll shoot this thing from afar, dude, but I'm not going
Okay,
down
let's
there.
see what's in here.
I'm telling you, I died. Oh shit.
Should be.
Oh, shit.
Hey, there's an escape right here, isn't there?
Let's go ahead and get this. I don't know what it is, but let's get it.
Yeah, there's this escape right
Okay.
here.
Fucking
Oh,
see.
shit. Oh,
How did we get up
lost.
this?
Oh, right up that walkway
There's
right
a
there.
tracker. Okay.
Yeah, that's a tracker.
I can't see
found the
shit.
door.
We should probably head to a point.
Why
So-
do you keep looking at me like that?
Because I got a camera and I'm gonna flash your face and take off running when you turn.
No, we need to get upstairs. How do we get up there?
You go
Up here?
upstairs up this plank thing right
You
here,
gotta
up the
wait for
scaffolding.
the door to open. Chill.
Oh shit! What? Why is? Oh, right here.
Yep,
I
up the
found it.
scaffolding.
I found it. Why did you pull out your gun?
Because we're moving to the next area.
Don't you fucking shoot me.
I mean, honestly, playing. Oh, what do we do now?
Wait,
What the
this
hell?
didn't open?
Oh God, this was an exit last time.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no, Straz, rip.
Shady?
Oh no! I'm stuck in the pool.
Oh, I got stuck in that last time. Oh, I'm dead.
Sorry.
What?
Oh God, I'm suffocated, guys.
What is this?
Damn
What are you
it.
getting your ash?
Ah, Dono!
I can't believe I suffocated. I'm so stupid. Straz and I were so worried about killing each other that we didn't see that there wasn't actually an exit there because the map doesn't unlock the same doors every time. God damn it.
Elmo, damn it.
Either way, I'm busted.
Oh man.
Hey, she did another body.
I don't know what's
You did
happening.
not a body,
Someone
buddy.
thinks the other
I can't even- I
person's
don't
gonna
even know
die
what
for
to
some
vote.
reason. I think they keep downing
Yeah, I
Elmo.
don't know how to vote either.
You shoot them.
You vote by just shooting them
You
while they're
vote
down.
for 'em.
Oh, this was Biker.
Well, rip.
Chi.
Elmo.
I think if you get lethally injected, you shouldn't talk like as you're being injected either, because you'd be dead like.
Yeah, that's
Pretty instantly.
Like, I mean, if you go like, or
Yeah.
some shit, yeah.
Well, you can tell from the animation too.
I knew it.
Dang it, man. That was so
Good
quiet
job,
there.
Elmo.
That's not
Good
even
job,
fair.
Elmo.
Did you guys see that?
Oh,
What the hell was that?
That was my name is Jeff. That was
Oh my God.
It was me.
What the?
Finally, I ranked up.
It was like
Finally.
my name is Jeff.
He just flew across the screen, leg kicked back. It's cool. Bad.
Oh, so they grow up penis.
They're not used to seeing anything that big, so when they do, they get a
You
shout.
don't
They
Right,
need to, they need to
right?
fix it so that you
I
can
hope I'm saying your
put the
name right. I
traits
always
in, like, in the
mishear
profile and
Kerm.
stuff.
I don't know if it's.
Innocent
Is it
though.
Nuzum?
Yeah, it should work.
D-Nuzum? D-Nuzum?
Alright, what's
Well,
this?
I
that,
guess
Chaz?
there it
Newsom,
goes.
okay.
Oh, that's Elmo.
I am innocent, by the way.
Oh, that's.
Oh yeah, I'm I'm innocent by the way. Everyone says.
What?
That was
I had to alt tab. That was me that shot. I had to alt tab back into the game. Chill.
All right, I'm gonna shoot because I'm just curious if you can shoot out lights. Nope, you
That
totally
activated
cannot.
the radar, we can skip that.
oh, hello.
Oh, I'm hopping in there with you.
Shoot out that box.
Yeah,
Huh?
my name's Jeff.
Did you just shoot out that
No,
lever?
no, I say it. My name's Jeff. On
Well,
No.
Nuzum makes
My
sense,
name
but I
is
always
Jeff.
thought that I heard Kerm say Nuzum.
I thought I heard your gunfire.
But Kerm would like
No, somebody
troll
else
and
shot
say your
me.
name wrong on purpose.
Here,
I
was
shot
firing
once.
at targets.
I shot once because I was looking to see if you can shoot out lights, and
what's
literally
your
just because I was curious, I realized that makes me sound extremely infected.
That's me. I'm shooting this thing. The targets.
There's a blood bag missing right here.
Yeah, there is a blood bag. And Straz came down this way.
I was over there with Elmo.
Straz, you came down that path, man.
I feel like it's Biker again because he's accusing
He's
Straz.
pointing at you.
Yeah, it is.
I just keep quiet because if I say anything, I'm wrong no matter which way I say it.
Right.
All right, I'm
I've been
coming up
getting
here.
myself
There's
in
a
trouble.
Oh, let's go up.
I
Yeah,
got
let's
my
go,
device.
Elmo.
Alright, I'm coming up with you guys.
This is a revive antidote.
I'm picking up this.
Wow, that's really bad.
Oh,
Shit, it got dark real quick. Alright, I got a lever.
All right, Elmo, they're all coming up here. So
What is this? An antidote?
this is an antidote, or it was an antidote.
Who's missing?
I don't know who got it. I think Elmo did.
Who's missing?
Everyone's here.
This is
Oh,
everybody.
I'm going to the exit. You guys.
Dance party, guys. Dance party.
Fuck it, I'm going to the exit too. Fuck this shit.
Who's got a scanner?
I don't have one.
No one has a scanner.
I don't think I even got one yet.
Can I get this
Find
guy?
I'm gonna run to the exit too, guys. I'm running to an exit.
Yep, me
Fine.
too.
There's
We got 10 seconds. I'm running to an
It's
exit.
There's a scanner right there. Who's taking it?
Hey, Gamey
Yeah,
Josh.
what's it?
How's it going? Gamey Josh YouTube. I think I saw you just the other day in Daddy-O's stream, Mayan Prophet.
Dave
I recognize your name.
Straz,
Oh,
Maybe it was Josh's stream. Drunk
Yeah,
on
he's
Shadows.
infected.
Alright, I made it to the next
Wait, you guys know Days Infected?
Oh, no, that's somebody's name.
Dave.
Oh, I was
What's
like,
my
wait,
name?
what?
Oh,
What's my
I was
name?
gonna say, how do you know?
I'm still
Okay,
calling
what
it
up, Straz?
You gotta give reasoning.
Straz is flipping switches and stuff. I think he's
You
good.
came down the path where the missing
Guys,
blood bag
guys,
is.
let me research stress. Okay, hold up.
I don't know if I trust your
Dude,
info.
I think Straz is good.
Stress is good.
Yeah, I think it's Biker. That's what I'm saying.
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
I think it's Biker too. He's been
Not me.
awfully disgusting about fucking
Or
stress.
it's Day. They could have just misled us.
Yeah, you were in Mayan
Observe.
Prophet's
I
stream
observe.
last night,
I
right,
I mean,
Gamey?
I'm innocent,
Gaming
so
Josh?
I can't say
Should
whether or
really
not
say more than
Dave
this
I
game.
is
There's a
observed
lot
my
of gaming going
surroundings,
here.
and there was a
Now,
blood bag
next
missing,
tracker,
and
someone get
Straz was
back.
the only one that
Oh,
ran down
sorry.
the path.
I
Who shot? Who shot?
I
That-
alt
no,
tabbed
yeah.
the game. I'm sorry.
I don't
You're
trust
using
him.
that excuse a lot, Ashley.
I think she did. She didn't shoot at me.
I out to type in my chat.
Yeah,
Guys,
don't touch
Go
him.
Biker's
look at
running
my
off on his
chat.
own.
Where's the exits, guys?
Biker ran off on his
I'm
own.
coming back. Don't worry. I'm coming back.
Yeah, after you got
Catch
your
my
blood
chat
bag.
outside.
Don't have a paranoid attack.
It's over here, guys.
Well,
Let's
why
grab
else
this
did you
thing.
run
Let's
off
grab
on your
whatever this
own
thing
unless
is in the
you're
circle.
getting blood
Because
bags?
Ooh,
Inspection kit.
Let's go.
Inspect Biker.
It's time to find out.
I'm going to the
Go
exit.
ahead, go ahead and inspect me.
No, I don't think I want to inspect Biker.
Okay. There we go.
It's
Helping camera. Man, I'm not
Fuck,
getting
I'm
any of
stuck
these
in a
things.
tree.
Thanks.
Where's the exits at, guys?
Hmm.
Over here?
I don't even know.
Alright, you guys scanned Straz, right? Someone did?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Someone
what a
did.
waste.
There's a thing here, guys. There's a thing here. Someone come over here.
It was me.
Oh, now, but who on YouTube?
Someone, yeah, grab this thing.
What is this?
I have no
It's a
idea.
shotgun.
Dude, we need to get to the.
I have a
We need to get
shotgun
to
in
the-
It's
the
right here,
seat,
right next to me.
scan
We need to get to the gate.
It's right here.
Who got a shotgun?
I do, but you scanned me.
Yeah, no. I know that you're not.
Unless you guys both are.
Well,
So Ash and Day.
well,
okay.
we got two infected in here.
Oh
somewhere.
god, I think there's two infected for
Biker,
sure.
I'm lifted up.
I think it's Biker just by the way.
Alright, who's been scanned? Who's been
Stress,
scanned
stay
so
lifted
far?
up for me.
I kind of
No,
agree with
don't.
Ashley.
Who's been scanned so far? Straz has been
Please delete
scanned?
objection.
I
I don't
scanned.
trust his
I
ass.
scanned Elmo. He's
I,
not infected.
somebody scanned me.
Yeah, I scared that. I scanned that.
Alright, I trust
And
Day
anyway,
this
that's
time.
the- I
Day, you
scanned
didn't
Stress.
scan
I
me.
don't
You
know,
I
scanned
scanned
Stress.
Stress. I mean,
Why
I
was
scanned
why
Stress.
would Day want someone else to open up the ledge? Because he wants Day.
Yeah.
I think it's Day and
I mean,
Stress. I think it's Day and Stress.
Yeah, sure.
That's
No,
not too
I
bad.
think. I think it's Biker.
I called him before.
Who scanned
and I
Biker?
was right.
Who scanned Biker?
Biker. I think
It's not
Biker.
me.
Who scanned Biker? Ashley, right?
I think it is Biker.
I think it's Ashley and
Does
Biker.
anybody have a scanner?
No, I think it's
I'm
Ashley and
I'm
Biker.
trying to find a scanner.
I think it's Ashley and Biker.
Scanner or something. Where's
No,
all?
it's Strez and Day.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Straz, Straz, I trust you this
Why are we
time.
not- Huh?
I trust you this time. I think it is.
Thank you.
I think it's
said
Ashley.
Elmo and Stress.
I think it's Ashley
Who's on
and
Millie?
Biker.
Oh, can we activate this?
It's not me.
I don't want to
Shit.
waste shotgun shots on it.
Oh, there we go. I got another camera.
That's where Straz is.
Blackout in
streaming,
4
and
seconds.
this
Blackout
is
in 4
where
seconds.
Elmo
All right, guys.
is streaming.
It's got to be Biker. It's Biker and Ashley.
It's
It's
not
Biker and
me.
Ashley.
It's Strez
Oh,
and Day.
Biker shot me!
No,
Day,
it's
are you
Day.
alright?
It's Day.
It's not
Day.
me.
It's
Stream
Day.
sniping
It's
you,
Day.
bro.
It's Day. Get me up.
Guys,
it's
there's
day.
somebody behind me.
Get me up.
There's
It's
somebody
day.
behind me.
Get me up.
Oh,
It's
shit.
day.
Guys, the
Come on, man, be careful.
Get me up. It's day.
I don't have a
behind
freaking
me.
thing.
Get me up. Someone get me up.
where the fuck am I?
I'm taking pictures of it. I can't do shit, guys.
Can someone else res me?
Oh god, I'm out of camera. Oh god damn it.
Can you guys hear me?
Yo, melee thing.
Oh,
Got him.
I didn't have anything. It was Straz.
Day.
It was Straz and Day. Are you kidding?
Day. Who was calling that bullshit?
Oh my god, I really did not believe that.
I know it.